Tell him about Corky. What was Corky's problem?
He's just a big, bad, muscle guy, black fella, bad. Everybody's scared of him. See, what happened was if he had got me on the street wrestling or physically, he'd probably killed me.
He bullied Muhammad Ali in school. Then they met in the ring. In the tough streets of Louisville's West End, there was nobody bigger, badder, or meaner than Corky Baker. He had fists the size of grapefruits and would lift cars just to impress girls. The man had a reputation that made grown men tremble. So, when word got out that some skinny kid named Cassius Clay was talking smack about taking him on, people didn't know whether to laugh or cry.
I don't even know his name.
Cassius wasn't exactly built like a heavyweight champ. In fact, he was more like a beanpole than a brawler. But what he lacked in size, he made up for in guts. When Corky heard about Cassius's big talk, he wasted no time in issuing a challenge. And to everyone's surprise, Cassius accepted without a second thought. He might not have been the strongest kid on the block, but he had something even more important: heart. The first time Muhammad Ali laid eyes on Corky Baker, he was holding a football player from Ali's school team upside down, shaking coins from his pockets. Corky Baker was short, sturdy, and bow-legged. He had muscles that bulged and a stare that could make anyone shiver. Not to mention, he was also older than Ali. He ruled the neighborhood streets with an iron fist, making everyone, including Muhammad Ali, feel small. It got to the point where avoiding Corky became a daily routine for Ali. Everyone knew he was trouble, and crossing paths with him often led to trouble. But Ali quickly realized that if he ever wanted to become a great boxer, he'd have to face Corky head-on. Defeating him would be the ultimate test of his skills and courage. He would often strut around Mr. Martin's gym, feeling confident, except when Corky was around. He knew he had to confront him if he ever wanted to truly feel like a champion, but the thought of facing Corky filled him with dread. Despite his fear, Muhammad Ali began boasting to his friends about how he could take down Corky in a boxing match. Word got back to Corky, who didn't take kindly to Ali's bravado. So Corky sought him out, threatening to beat him to a pulp. Encouraged by his friends, Muhammad Ali challenged Corky to a boxing match at the Columbia Gym, where the whole neighborhood could watch. At first, the bully laughed it off, calling boxing a sport for sissies. But when the taunts of cowardice grew too loud to ignore, Corky reluctantly accepted the challenge. The day the fight arrived and the whole neighborhood turned out to watch, Ali was a bundle of nerves. But with his father and brother by his side, along with friends and classmates cheering him on, he stepped into the ring with determination. The air was electric with excitement as the two of them squared off in the ring. From the first bell, Corky came out swinging, throwing punches like a man possessed. But Cassius was too fast for him, dodging and weaving all his punches. Round after round, the two fighters went at it, trading blows like prize fighters. Corky was tough, there was no denying that, but Ali was absolutely relentless. He kept coming forward, refusing to back down even for a second. And then, just when it seemed like Corky might have the upper hand, Ali unleashed a flurry of punches that left Corky reeling. Bloodied and bruised, he staggered back. It was obvious that his spirit was broken. He shouted, "This ain't fair!" threw in the towel and stormed out of the ring in defeat. And just like that, Muhammad Ali had done the impossible. He'd taken down the biggest, baddest bully in the neighborhood and proved once and for all that size didn't matter when it came to heart. But more than that, he had shown everyone that you didn't need to be the biggest or the strongest to be a champion. All you needed was the courage to stand up for what you believed in and the determination to see it through to the end. And in doing so, he'd become an inspiration to every kid who ever dreamed of making it against all odds. After this big win over Corky Baker, the entire neighborhood exploded into cheers. It seemed as though a weight had been lifted off everyone's shoulders. No longer did they have to cower in fear of Corky's menacing presence. Muhammad Ali was hailed as the new king of the streets. However, despite the celebrations, a shadow of worry hung over Muhammad Ali. He couldn't shake the fear that Corky might seek revenge. But to everyone's surprise, Corky didn't come after Muhammad Ali again. When they crossed paths once more, Corky's demeanor had changed. He even congratulated Muhammad Ali on his victory and offered a handshake, signaling a surprising turn in their relationship. As time passed, an unexpected friendship blossomed between Muhammad Ali and Corky. Corky took a keen interest in Muhammad Ali's boxing career, eagerly following his fights and offering words of encouragement. It was a strange twist of fate that the once feared bully had become a supporter and friend. However, tragedy struck when Muhammad Ali received news of Corky's death. He had been involved in a shootout with the police. This came as a grim reminder of the dangers that lurked in their neighborhood. Despite their complicated history, Muhammad Ali couldn't help but feel a sense of loss for his former bully. But as he mourned Corky's passing, he knew that there was still more obstacles to overcome in his journey to greatness. And if nothing else, Corky had taught him not to be afraid of bigger and stronger men. This was a lesson that would serve him well 6 years later when he faced Sonny Liston for the heavyweight championship of the world. We believe Corky Baker is the Charlie Baker who appears on most versions of Ali's amateur record as a points win sometime in July 1958. This is what was said in Muhammad Ali through the eyes of the world. As his boxing improved, Clay became a local hero after beating the West End tough guy, Charlie Baker. He came through one night and said, "I'm going to box Charlie Baker on the Tomorrow's Champion show." And he was told, "You're crazy if you get in the ring with him," because everyone knew Charlie Baker was the bully of the West End, the kind that people wouldn't even talk too loud around. He was huge and muscular, but Ali said, "I'm gonna whip him." And he did whip him. And after all was said and done, there was only one thing left to say. Muhammad Ali was the baddest dude of his time.
Thank you.